It was a roller coaster of a season for Aberdeen with lots of ups and downs, but they finished on a high as they celebrated winning the Scottish Cup while being drowned in the tears of Callum McGregor. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football, here to react to the Aberdeen fans and Aberdeen Football Club's victory in the Scottish Cup final.
It was absolutely fantastic seeing Callum McGregor greet, but you know what? Aberdeen, as much as I don't like them, it was only really the only option I had yesterday. Aberdeen had to win. 35 years without it, and you know what? As much as I don't like them, it is good seeing them, parade the trophy a bit.
No, it is, but I just want to point something out here. Until that Kasper Schmeichel's mistake, Aberdeen, offensively, from an attacking standpoint and from a threat of actually trying to win this Scottish Cup, were absolutely shocking. And if Kasper Schmeichel doesn't make that mistake, the likelihood is Celtic win this 1-0, and the reaction for Aberdeen fans are very different, because they wouldn't be reacting to losing a Scottish Cup final. They'd be reacting to basically losing a final where they offered absolutely nothing for the full 90 minutes. So here, it's a good win, and Jimmy Thielen will be delighted, and he'll be getting praised, and yeah, rightfully so, because he's won the first Scottish Cup for Aberdeen in 45 years, but it's one of those what-if moments. We can't sit here and pretend it was an amazing performance from start to finish for Aberdeen. Up until Kasper Schmeichel allowed in that equaliser, Aberdeen were shite. Now, to their credit, I do think when it went 1-1, they did get a spark, and they showed a lot more. And I think from that point, they actually deserved to go on and win. But up until that point, it was dreadful.
No, I said that in the review yesterday. It's like, you're right. If Kasper Schmeichel doesn't make one of the mistakes of the season,
people want Jimmy Thielen out, I think.
Aye, forget about a parade of the cup. It was a parade of his head going around Aberdeen. I mean, honestly, because it was shocking,
But moments change. Moments change games.
Not only did they change games, they changed celebrations, because Celtic had the whole treble stand set up outside Parkhead. They had the speakers, they had the stage, and they had to take it all down.
And then Cal McGregor washed it away.
Alright, washed it away, then into the River Clyde. Good night.
One tier at a time. Anyway, let's tear into these comments and let's see what we've got. Bologna FC says, congratulations, Fergie will be proud. Are they talking about Sir Alex, or are they talking about the other Ferguson?
I think they're talking about Lewis.
The Serie A Cup winner Ferguson, the guy that was deemed not good enough for Glasgow Rangers.
Rangers man Lewis Ferguson, he will be happy.
Yeah, I remember saying Rangers should definitely sign him, and comments on this channel are saying he wasn't good enough, he's nowhere near Rangers' standard. I'm going to go back and find them. I know they were for a few years ago, but I remember the comments coming in, people saying that nowhere near Rangers' quality. Well, he'd walk into the Rangers, he'd be a captain in that Rangers team.
He'd crawl into the Rangers team. No, let's be honest, man. The same people were bigging up Connor Barron like we've signed Sedan. And who was much more hyped? Ferguson.
You could chop Ferguson's both arms off, and they'd still put the armband on him at Rangers. That's
it.
And that's what
on his wee stub.
That's what we're dealing with here. Doe says JD fans or Jimmy Thielen, regardless, they brought the Scottish Cup to the Granite City for the first time in 3 decades. I mean, does he have a bit of JD fans about him?
I heard a Wayne Rooney reference yesterday as well.
Nah, I'm not seeing the Wayne Rooney shit, to be honest. Red Fan Loyal says, congratulations from all at Rangers Football Club, well played, sheep. You're led to believe that Rangers and Aberdeen have this fierce rivalry, but I mean, it just goes to show you that Rangers fans will celebrate an Aberdeen win as long as it's at the expense of Celtic.
Yeah, I mean, I always have believed.
It's a bit one-sided, that rivalry,
yes,
isn't it?
It is one-sided, of course.
Rangers is second least. Like, the majority of Rangers fans, right, their second least favourite team might very well be Aberdeen, but it's not like they're a close second to Celtic.
No. No, yeah, it's like, as much as I'd rather another team win than Aberdeen when it's these two, I mean, I'm team Jimmy Thielen all the way. I mean, I'll celebrate those penalties going in and getting missed like it's my own team.
Yeah, Archie Football said, well done from a Celtic fan. We've got Doe says, Meathoff is some keeper. You rate Meathoff?
I rated him yesterday. I think he's been shite at times this season, but he was good yesterday.
Ben says, fuck Celtic. Kay says, biggest club in Scotland.
They've overtook Celtic now.
Dan Sig, 66, stunning, absolutely stunning. Congratulations to Jimmy, the players, and everyone at the club. It's incredible. We've won against a team with massively more resources than anyone else. Amazing effort. I mean, do you not think that's a bit... I think they're pushing this a wee bit here. It's amazing. Hold on. See Aberdeen, Hibs, Hearts. Can they not beat Celtic over one game? Is it really
they've done it.
amazing?
Is it amazing?
Is it?
You know what? It's amazing when you base it off how bad Aberdeen have been against Celtic over the years, but in the grand scheme of things, no. I've said this for ages, and I'll throw my own team in as well. I think it's nowhere near acceptable why no clubs have won more trophies than they have over the past 15 years. It's credit to Celtic, but I think it's embarrassing the state of Scottish football has become.
Yeah, no, people are making it as if this is one of the biggest upsets of all time. Jesus Christ.
Fair play to Aberdeen, I'm not diminishing it, right? But let's be honest, 35 years since the last Scottish Cup, that's unacceptable.
Fair big club.
This feels that good because of previous failures. That's the truth. And it's the same with title 55 as well at Rangers. See when Rangers win the next league title, it'll feel as good because we've failed in the last year. It's one trophy out of 14.
When was the last time? When was the last time Rangers won a trophy?
Last year, 2023. Fuck, last year. 2 years ago.
Wasn't it last year, was it?
Aye, sure, Clement came in. December 2023 against
Aberdeen. Oh,
aye. I wonder who Celtic were cheering for that day.
Forgot about that. Yeah, that was a dodgy. That was a shite game, wasn't it?
I think it was dodgy. I think it was just shite.
Hold on, should Duke know I had a penalty?
Oh, that?
Aye,
maybe.
Baldy Barker says, usually can't stand you cunts, but that was absolutely glorious viewing today. I mean, was it? See, until the 82nd minute, it was fucking pants.
Yeah, but no one remembers up to the 82nd minute anymore. You just remember.
No, they don't, but Aberdeen. Here, I've seen a lot better Aberdeen performances against Celtic at Hampden. Yeah. And look at that game 3-3. Look at the semi-final last year.
Yeah.
That was a great performance for Aberdeen from Peter Levin. And I remember some good Aberdeen games against Celtic under the McInnes era. But here, they got the win yesterday, so fair play to them.
No, fair play to them indeed, but...
at the end of the day, what would you rather do? Would you rather go toe-to-toe and have a great game of football and lose, or would you rather have an absolute stinker and win?
Yeah, but it's a flip side back to the whole budgets. I mean, you get 20-minute Tim saying on Twitter that Brendan hasn't been backed. He has been backed.
Yeah, I see that, man. Oh, he's not been backed. He doesn't have enough quality. He's not spent enough money to beat Aberdeen.
No. But let's be honest, right? You can say Celtic haven't been backed, right? In the sense of, well, you know what? They haven't been backed. He didn't get backed in January to do anything in Champions League. See, selling Kyogo, that team yesterday should still beat Aberdeen. You were all predicting 9-0 Celtic, so let's not pretend he hasn't been backed.
So, but yeah, couldn't Jimmy Taylor just come out if he lost yesterday and say we haven't been backed?
Yo, I know.
Couldn't every manager that loses to Celtic just come out and say we haven't been backed?
Do you not honestly? Do you not think if Celtic had a transfer embargo for the next 5 years, they should still be doing well?
I think it's embarrassing when you're saying the reason Celtic didn't win yesterday is because they've not been backed. See, if you're saying that, you actually shouldn't watch a game of football again. How but it's not like it's not like Celtic are playing Champions League right up until the Scottish Cup final, and there were more competitions. You can't even make that case.
No.
Celtic have been playing the exact same games as Aberdeen have recently.
Who's more of a case to claim they haven't been backed? Rangers or Celtic, right? But you know what? See this year's season, I am never going to blame it on Rangers not getting backed in the transfer window. We have squandered money on shite, whether it's Oscar Cortez, Robin Proper. The money has been there to actually sign decent players. Rangers are not 17 points behind Celtic because they've not been backed. They're 17 points behind Celtic because they're shite.
That's entitlement, isn't it? Oh, we've not been backed because we lost to Aberdeen.
No.
Fucking catch yourself on.
Yeah, and see if people said it for Rangers against Queen's Park, it's pathetic, man. Pathetic,
I mean, look, even if you take the money that Celtic spent on, Trusty, that's more than Hearts, Hibs, Aberdeen will spend over 5 years.
Yeah, Dave Cormack yesterday, folks, was
bragging about Aberdeen spending £3 million over the course of 2 full seasons.
Yep. Celtic,
and yet they're talking about not being backed.
Like it's like nothing, man. So the Rangers. I mean, I seen something like Celtic have spent double the rest of the league combined, and that's including Rangers in the last window.
It is what it is. But to say that,
he's been backed, right? But not the problem is they've spent money on duds.
Yeah.
That does not mean you have them backed. It's the same with Rangers. Rangers have spent money, they've spent on duds.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, right? You spend duds or not. You look at the starting 11s and you look at the benches yesterday.
Yo.
Celtic had the better team. They didn't win. Guess what? You don't win every game, right? You're not entitled to win every game.
Look at Man
Get over
United, right? Man United managers.
Man United have been back since 2012. Big
They just fucked the money.
I'm pretty sure they've spent more than Man City.
Yeah.
But they're just shite, so that's what it is. Anyway, guys, that's it. We'll catch you in the next one. Lots more fallout. Loads of football to talk about as well, and still a lot of managerial positions up for grabs in Scotland, and we'll maybe bring some manager odds, because Kelly, Dundee, looking for managers, Rangers still on the lookout, Motherwell now also adding into the mix, and Partick Thistle still yet to get a full-time appointment in there as well. So I will catch you with some fids later on. Till next time, peace.